Well, I got to ask you about this one. You've got legislation called the Trump Derangement Syndrome Research Act. It would direct the National Institutes of Health to study the psychological and social roots of what is known as Trump Derangement Syndrome. I'm reading from your press release here. A phenomenon marked by extreme negative reactions to President Trump. And you talk about an epidemic of this TDS on the left. What are the prospects for this passing, and how essential is it for Americans to get an understanding of what's going on here?
Well, I've been frustrated. A lot of my colleagues thought it was just more of kind of a stunt bill or a messaging bill, but I think it's serious. I mean, if you look at families, I don't know anybody who hasn't dealt with it on a friend relationship basis or family member relationship basis. People don't think rationally about Donald Trump. I mean, they just get this raw emotional response, and there's some phenomenon there. Maybe it applies to other situations too, but it certainly applies to Donald Trump. So it's like, how is it that you have the same statement read and you'll say, yeah, I agree with that. But if you say Donald Trump should do something about that, no, you shouldn't do it. But if you said a different name, we should do something about that, and left it generic, people would agree completely. It's just a completely irrational reaction to Donald Trump. And I think there's a phenomenon there we're studying. It really is kind of creating division and discord in our society, and people blame Donald Trump for that. I don't think it's Donald Trump's fault that everyone reacts to him the way that it is. I think it's worth figuring out exactly how did this come to be, and why do people have that kind of a reaction.